Infinitive forms. Verbs are categorized into finite and non-finite forms. Finite and non-finite forms. Clear? There are two categories: finite forms and non-finite forms. The infinitive is the verb form with to. We add to before the first form of the verb, that is called infinitive. Clear? For example, to go, to eat, to sing. Clear? Should zoom in so that it's easily readable. Clear? And it should not be blurry. Next one, infinitives express purpose, intention, action. What do they show? Purpose, intention, action. Three things. Number one, purpose. Number two, intention. Number three, action. Clear? I want to go to the store. Which one is? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Hold your horses. To go is infinitive over here. Clear? Next one, the infinitive form follows certain verbs, adjectives, and nouns. Clear? For example, want is following. I think so.
Action.
Infinitives.
Action.
That is, certain verbs, adjectives, and nouns. Infinitives can also function as the subject of a sentence. They may be the subject of the sentence. To add is human. To add is to make mistake is human. Clear? So it is in the beginning. When it is in the beginning, it is in subjective form. Clear? It acts as the subject of the sentence. Clear? He likes to play tennis. So raise your hands only. Which one?
To play.
To play tennis. To play is infinitive. Clear?
And
So verb is following.
likes.
Clear? Infinitives can act as the object of a verb or complement of the subject. So they can function as object of verb or complement of subject. They complete the subject. They may complete the subject or they may function as the object of a verb. Example, his goal is to succeed.
To succeed.
Hold on. To succeed is infinitive.
Yes.
How it is acting? Infinitives can be used. If I say his goal is,
It doesn't make sense.
it makes a sense but not a complete sense. Until I write to succeed. It means here it is acting as the
Object.
object of a verb. This is the object, clear? And his goal, that is the subject. Subject complete. This is completing the subject. This is completing the subject, his goal. Did you understand that?
Yes.
Should I go next?
Yes.
Infinitives can be used after adjectives or nouns. For example, easy to learn. Correct? Easy to learn. They may be used after adjectives, they may be used after nouns. The infinitive expresses general goals or intentions. They express general goals or intentions. Clear? Which goals? Or intentions. It's commonly used to link verbs with their purpose or desire. They are commonly used to link verbs with their purpose or desire.
Start.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's start bare infinitive and simple infinitives. We pronounce it as bare, not cross sound. We don't speak cross sound because they skip it. Ka. The British, they skip the ra sound. They skip the ra sound. Ka, bare. Clear? They don't speak the ra sound. Speak up.
Why not we go with the American accent?
Yes, American. Basically, let me tell you, American accent, and it's okay if you want to follow the American accent. But the thing is, English language, it is originated from UK. Basically, it is the language of people from Britain. Clear? It is the language of British people. Clear? Like Calcutta, or I send you the example of Urdu. Clear? Calcutta or Lucknow, they are the hub of Urdu language. Clear? Exactly in the same way English is the, UK is the, British, Britain is the hub of English language. Clear? So we usually follow standard English. And standard English is spoken and used and written and listened over there in UK. Clear? Anyway, so these days there is a choice which one to follow. That's your choice. Follow this choice, follow that. But I usually recommend to follow the British English, not American. Americans, they have just learned just like we do. Just like Indians and all over the world, Chinese and others, they are learning. But they learned a better English as compared to the other people in the other part of the world. Clear? So I recommend British English because that is standard English. If you want my recommendations or suggestions, follow British accent, follow British English, okay? Bare infinitive and simple infinitive. The bare infinitive is the infinitive used without to. When infinitive is without to, it is called bare infinitive. It follows modal verbs like can, will, must. So there are modal verbs with it. Can, will and must. He can speak. So a modal verb is following. Okay. If after can first form is there, it means bare infinitive. Bare infinitive. Clear? Without to. She made him stand. Clear? So made is?
Made is the modal
Made him stand. She made him stand. Clear?
Okay.
Sorry, give me the model verb.
No, made.
Made.
She will made him stand. That we
She
use will
must.
and then it's I think there is a project mistake. Next one, bare infinitives show direct or immediate actions. What do they show?
Direct
Are immediate actions. Clear? They are used in more concise and where do we use them? In more concise and formal context. Clear? The simple infinitive function as a noun. They function as a noun. Clear? To read. Where do the noun comes? Where do the noun comes? Where do we put the noun? In the beginning. Here it is coming in the beginning. Sometime it comes over here. What is the habit of noun? The habit of noun is to come in the beginning or in the end. Noun either comes in the beginning or in the end. Clear? To read is angelic. Noun functions like a subject or object. So it is functioning like a subject. Clear? So simple infinitive, they function as a noun. It can act as the subject, object, complement or follow preposition. So there are many functions of the simple infinitives: subject, object, complement or follow prepositions. There may be prepositions before. Okay? He likes to play the guitar. Guitar, not trousseau. He likes to play the guitar. Clear? So verb is following. Verb is following. Please keep silent. Don't damage the beauty of class. When you speak extra or extra noises are there in the class, it damages the beauty of the class. Clear? Maintain the decorum of the class. Decorum means the beauty of the class. Clear? It is often used to express general truths or actions. We use it to express general truths or actions. For example, she has no choice but to leave. She has no choice but to leave. So to live is what? Simple infinitive. To live is simple. And it is acting as or functioning as what? As a noun, functioning as a noun, coming in the end. Functioning as object of the sentence. Clear? Here it is functioning as the subject of the sentence. So what is the habit of noun? Noun function as the subject of the sentence or object of the sentence. Clear? Simple infinitives help convey purpose or action more directly. They convey purpose or actions more directly. Clear? Let me know how much time is left.
10 minutes.
Still 10 minutes are there?
Yes.
If you are exhausted, you can replace Mahalal.
No, sir, it's okay.
Or otherwise keep standing, okay? Next one, gerundial or qualifying infinitives. There are gerundial or qualifying infinitives. What are gerundial? Let us discuss the gerundials. Clear? Infinitives can also be used as adjectives or adverbs. We can also use the infinitives as adjectives or adverbs. Known as gerundial. When there is ra sound in the middle, who is speaking? We pronounce gerundial. When the ra sound is coming in the end, better, father, mother, daughter, daughter. Clear? Water. Water, mother, daughter, father, like this. Clear? So no ra sound is pronounced in the end.
It's British.
Yes, it is British. British father. Just to be more fluent. More, not more. Clear? These infinitives, I told you something. They are used as adjectives or adverbs. Clear? And when they are used as adjectives or adverbs, they are called gerundial or qualifying. When they are used as adjectives
Or adverbs.
or adverbs, what do they call? What do we call them?
Qualifying infinitives.
Okay, next one. These infinitives often express purpose or reason behind an action. What is the purpose? What is the reason behind an action? Correct? We eat to live. What is the infinitive? Raise your hands. Yes, you? To live. To live is what?
Infinitive. Gerundial and qualifying infinitive.
So, what this infinitive is expressing? Purpose of eating. What is the purpose of eating? To live. Clear?
Yes.
We eat to live or we live to eat? We live to eat or we eat to live?
We eat to live.
हम खाते हैं.
Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me define it. Those who are slim and smart, they eat to live. Those who are slim and smart people,
Who are they?
they live to eat. Hold on, please listen to me. Those who are slim and smart people, they live to eat. And those who are bulky, healthy, they eat to live. They eat to live.
Sir, I eat to live.
They live to eat. Anyway, next one. They live to eat. Clear? So there is a difference between living to eat and eating to live. Clear? Living to eat mean all the time eating. Living to eat mean all the time eating. And eating to live mean fulfilling the needs of your stomach. Clear?
Don't understand, sir.
What you don't understand?
Sir, she's saying.
Next one. That was just a joke. Anyway, next one. This is not the time to complain. Qualifying the time.
Knacker.
This is telling the quality of time. Clear?
Yes.
To complain, it is telling the quality of time. Clear? So here it is working as are functioning as an adjective, telling the quality of time. Complain. Time to complain means time is a noun. It is telling the quality of noun. When something, when it tells the quality of noun, it means it is functioning as an adjective. Clear? The infinitives provide additional context or details in the sentence. What do they provide? Look at the board, please.
Additional
Raise your hands, one by one. What do they provide?
Additional context and detail.
Additional context or detail
the sentence.
in the sentence. Apples are good to eat. Hold on, keep silent. Keep silent. Hold your horses. Be patient. Yes, apples are good to eat. What do you want to say?
To eat is infinitive.
To eat is infinitive. What it is describing?
Apples.
Clear?
Yes.
Describing the apples. Clear? Quality of the apples. Clear? Infinitives can modify verbs or nouns in the sentence. Modify means change. Change verbs or nouns in the sentence. Look at the board, please. No talking. Complete silence, print up silence. They change verbs or nouns in the sentence. He has no reason to complain.
Reason.
Reason is a noun. This is modifying the reason. Clear? This to complain is infinitive, it is modifying the reason that is noun. Clear? They modify verbs or noun in the sentence. They link actions to their purpose. Linking actions to their purpose, indicating why something is done. Clear? For example, it's important to listen carefully.
Sir, to listen carefully is infinitive. Sir,
To listen is infinitive.
yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes.
Carefully is a verb. It's not a verb.
Next one.
Knowledge is a verb.
Qualifying. Look at this. Look at the next one. Qualifying infinitives are used to modify actions providing deeper meaning. They are used to modify
Action and
actions and they provide deeper meaning. Clear?
Yes, sir.
She went to the store to buy groceries.
Action. To buy
Buy
groceries is infinitive.
To buy.
To buy. Why is it?
Don't speak out together, please. All of you are damaging the decorum. You know why you're spoiling the beauty of class? Beauty of class lies in speaking one by one. It does not lie in speaking, all together or in speaking randomly. Whenever you have, whenever an idea is there in your mind, you start speaking. Speaking randomly. No credit. Zero credit is given to you people if you speak randomly. Speak in an organized way. Clear? To buy is qualifying infinitives are used to modify actions or providing different meanings. Clear? So this one, this is modifying the action, went. Clear? Here it is modifying the, you can say, showing the action of the purpose and why something is done. Next one, these infinitives are helpful in clarifying purpose or necessity. They are helpful in clarifying purpose or necessity.
Sir, I have a question.
Which question you have?
Sir, in this example number 6, there is a two infinitive, to the store or to buy groceries. Which is correct? To the store or to buy groceries?
Hold on. Just hold. Well done. Good question. Intelligent question. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir, I have.
But please, hold on. Let me tell you. To the store. What is store? Noun. But after to, there is verb.
Yes.
Is there a verb after to?
No.
If there is no verb after to, it's not a double statement. It's not an indicative. Here to is used to tell the direction
As a
of a place. Where we are living, where we are going to the canteen, to the store, that is direction. To is telling yes, being used as preposition, not as infinitive. Okay? So at the name good, I you can say welcome your questions. Any other question?
No, sir. No, sir.
How much time is left?
It's all covered, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice